everybody. The big GU is getting the next stage of bits and bobs happening to it. So the dual cab's gonna get a proper rear wall this time, a proper one. So I'll flip you around here. So this is what we got at the moment. Just the rear wall. I've got the sub and the compressor and the amplifier down there. So it's all gonna get actually put onto a proper rear wall, a real one. So I'm going down to Trim Improvements in Wandin, Victoria. So he's going to be sorting that out for me. He's a magician when it comes to this stuff. He does a lot of the old school cars. That's basically what his bread and butter is, but he's also been done a few of the rear walls for Razzle Engineering, so a few of those chops, so you know they're good quality when that's happening. So we're going to head there now, drop off the GU, and hopefully he's done in a couple of days and see what he comes up with. So it's been a little while since we've actually had the car back from Mr. Trim Improvements, Mr. Jimmy, the magician. And I've played around with it a little bit, but it hasn't really been touched much, but I'm really keen to show exactly what's going inside of this little weapon, because it makes all the difference. It was more than what I was even expecting, so I'm gonna show you exactly what Mr. Jimmy did. It's gonna blow your little minds. Let's go. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. Now, to the naked eye, you don't know what's actually been changed here. You're thinking to yourself, what's going on? It looks like a perfect rear wall, which is exactly what we love about it. It literally looks like it's meant to be there. So, first things first, before I drop the seats, all this has been carpeted by Mr. Jimmy. And this actual roof lining had no structure because of the chop. But since it's been to Mr. Jimmy down at Trim Improvements, he's actually reinforced in here and put a new bar in, and that's been able to make this roof lining get back into a proper position. Now, this carpet literally runs under the seams of this rear window, so it's literally seamless of the carpet. And in these little infill panels, he also carpeted, which was just basically bare metal. Going black for this was a bit of a hard choice as well. I wasn't too sure if that was the color. We've got the black seats, we've got black trim, we've got black gauges, we've got black this and that, whatever. Controls in general, their grays are like a grey green, which is fucking stupid, but that's what it is. So it's hard to find the exact grey without going to Nissan and paying about $14,000,861 for the same carpet. So we've got this black, which basically ties everything, and I'm going to show you how the sub and the amp look with the black. So let me drop the chairs. Voila, here she is. So this is the real magic maker. This is the real heart and soul of the rear wall, and the part that I actually cared about the most. This all part was extra, it just makes it look amazing, but this part here is what really ticks me. First initial design was, there's a cavity behind this in the rear wall because it's reinforced wall, it's all ribbed. There's a cavity behind it, and I want to use that. I want to use that to my advantage. I said to Jimmy, I don't care really what you do, I just need a panel that looks mint, fits in all here and all the rest of it, and I want to be able to remove it. And he sort of looked at me twice when I said I want to be able to remove it, but nonetheless, he nailed that on the head. So these two child restraints are the main fixing points of this rear wall, and that bolts the whole thing back. This panel, you can probably, I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's actually two separate panels. So you've got the panel here, and then you've got the top part. When you remove these two bolts, this entire panel is removable, comes straight out. All I've got at the moment is just the amp, which powers the sub, which is running from the Polaris head unit. And the sub I still need to bring out. It's just been cut at the moment, so it's there because I needed to get some other things done. Bring it out and it'll help with that vacuum of the sub and give it a bit more oomph, if you know what I'm talking about, your party boys. At the end of the day, this is what it is. It doesn't seem like much, but it's absolutely perfect. Like, it runs down here, it runs across, it's just absolutely perfect, and it covers all of the metal. Originally the metal basically came up to here, and there's about an 80mm gap behind it. It's all visible, all just metal that's painted or whatever, and it just was all there. These were all flapping around. The roof was drooped. It was horrible, but now it genuinely looks like it's meant to be there, and I'm absolutely wrapped with it. And at one point, I'll be putting extra things on here, solar regulators, BC to DC charger, whatever it is. It's gonna get a bit more of a makeover, but for now, this is what it is. I'm absolutely stoked. If you have a dual cab of any sort, or even a tray or canopy or an old car, whatever it is, if you need something like this done, Jimmy down at Trim Improvements is the man to go to. He's the absolute wizard for this stuff, and he kicks it out of the park every single time. Hope you guys like this. Please go support your locals, and I'll see you on the next one.